Good evening and welcome. Thanks very much for tuning in to NDTV. I'm Padmaja Joshi, and on every story that matters, every headline that you are talking about at home, the buck stops here. The big question that a lot of people now are asking: could Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, lose his membership come March? The motion for that has already been set in motion, but is this a real threat or mere saber rattling? The first half of the budget session ended today, with Parliament set to meet again on the 9th of March. And it is then, on the 9th of March, that possible action could be seen against Rahul Gandhi. But in that, there is a big if. Because this action, if it happens, is subject to what the Speaker decides to do with the notice moved by BJP MP Nishikant Dubey. Now, what has happened? There was a protracted face-off between the government and the opposition. A number of issues were on the table. Of course, there was this book of General Naravne. Then there was the Epstein issue, for which the resignation of Minister Hardeep Puri is being demanded. After all of this action and face-off between the government and the opposition, more specifically Rahul Gandhi, BJP MP Nishikant Dubey has sought to initiate substantive motion. He's given a notice saying that substantive action should be taken against Rahul Gandhi. Now, usually what happens is that there are privilege motion moved against Rahul Gandhi. This is what the government was saying earlier, that we'll move a privilege motion, that he has breached the privilege of a member of parliament like Hardeep Puri. But instead of that, this notice for substantive motion has been given. So it's important to understand why this substantive motion. What is this motion really, and could it really lead to Rahul Gandhi being removed from Lok Sabha or even being arrested? Let's tell you how this works. It's slightly technical. For starters, the notice will be examined by the Speaker. If it is admitted, the Speaker can then send it to an ethics committee or a privileges committee, or even constitute a special inquiry committee. That is all in the ambit of the Speaker's discretion. But, and here is the catch, in an unprecedented scenario, what happens? Let's see the next part. What happens if it's referred to a committee? Lok Sabha will wait for the committee's report. Once it's submitted, it will be debated in the Lok Sabha. Substantive motion, by the way, requires compulsory voting. A simple majority is needed to pass the vote. But in an unprecedented scenario, the Speaker may also have the Parliament vote on the motion, not send it to any committee at all. It needn't go to the ethics committee, it needn't go to the privilege committee. It will straight away be sent to the Lok Sabha, which means that if a debate happens in the Lok Sabha and the voting happens, then the numbers are in the NDA's favor. And Rahul Gandhi, as a result of that debate and a subsequent vote, could be expelled from the Lok Sabha via this substantive motion.
सरकार जो मोशन लाना था उसका हम अभी ड्रॉप किया है. तो एक प्राइवेट मेंबर ने मोशन लाया है, तो कोई भी मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट मोशन ला सकते हैं. तो एक सब्सटेंटिव मोशन लाया है, तो हमने सोचा कि इसको एडमिट होने के बाद हम तय करेंगे स्पीकर साहब से बात करके कि प्रिविलेज कमेटी में या इसको एक एथिक्स कमेटी में या सदन में सीधा हम इसको ला सकते हैं चर्चा के लिए भी.
सदन के पटल पर झूठ बोलना, बेशर्मी से झूठ बोलना, स्पीकिंग फॉल्सहुड इन द मोस्ट अनअबैश्ड मैनर, और बाद में फिर लोकतंत्र को कमजोर करना, यह बहुत पीड़ादायक है. राहुल गांधी जी अलोकतांत्रिक आचरण करते हैं. अपनी पार्टी में करिए, संसद में आप नहीं कर सकते.
The interesting thing is, like I mentioned initially, the government had said before that it will bring a privilege motion against Rahul Gandhi after the entire showdown that took place over General Narvane's unpublished memoir and the charges that he had leveled against Minister Hardeep Puri. But now they seem to have taken another route. You just heard the minister say that a private member, a member of parliament, is bringing in this substantive motion, so we needn't go down the route of the privilege motion. The Congress is asking, why this rethink? Why this U-turn? Or is the government chickening out?
अपने आप को माचो मैन समझते हैं, लेकिन छाती तो अपनी मोदी जी ने नपाई है. 56 इंच की तो उनकी माचो मैन वाली छाती है, तो उनके खिलाफ ही होना चाहिए था.
You removed him the parliament there. After the election, people elected him more majority than Narendra Modi ji.
Any
We
notice
are
of
not
office?
bothered about the privilege, this substantiate. We are not bothered about it. If you want to hang us, hang us.
ये सिर्फ दबाव के लिए है, उन्हें अपनी जिम्मेदारियों से नबरुद आजमा ना होने के लिए है, रोकने के लिए है.
And that brings us to the big questions on which the buck stops here. With the BJP going in for the kill, could Rahul Gandhi really lose his membership? In fact, that's not all that Nishikant Dubey has asked for. He has said that the membership should be terminated and he should be debarred from ever contesting elections. Is that a real possibility now? Could he be out of the Lok Sabha come March, or is this mere saber rattling by the party and an effort to silence critics? Uncomfortable questions. You want to shoot the messenger. Joining us on the debate, we have Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, political analyst Karan Verma joins us, political analyst Ashutosh, and Abbas Haider, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Shehzad Poonawala, I was reading the notice that has been moved by Nishikant Dubey. First, tell me, how are you going to prove all of this? Because he makes many allegations, and he says Rahul Gandhi has hastened into the world of unethical conduct, become a major constituent of Thuggery gang to destabilize India from within, inside and outside Parliament. Then he says something about being the active conduit of Soros Foundation, which is notorious worldwide in destabilizing various countries. He is masquerading in the position of leader of opposition, but is destabilizing our country from within, depicting himself as a macho man. But he's a frequent traveler of various destinations, especially Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand and Bahrain. He neither requests the government to extend his security cover, and the answer to this puzzle lies in his being an active member of the Ford Foundation through his uncle Gladiator cum protector. Is this a roving fishing expedition? And how are you going to prove all of this? Privileges, you could have clearly stated facts and said, look, he said this about Hardeep Puri, it was all on record, it was inside Parliament. All of this Soros, things about Ford Foundation, how is Parliament going to decide on this?
Padmaja, when a substantive motion is brought, there are three routes. Either it goes to a privileges committee, either it goes to an ethics committee, or it goes to the parliament itself. And this is purely in the domain of the speaker. So let me not supplant myself and my wisdom over the wisdom of the parliament. If this is brought to parliament in the wisdom of the speaker, it is for parliament to decide how to go about this procedure. But I think Rahul Gandhi's everyday actions and lives are a living testimony of what Nishikant Dubey ji has said. And let me not go too far. Let me just take one or two examples. See, when you are in the grip of Soros, you try to choke democracy. And there are three videos. I see in NDTV all day long, Padmaja. I just don't watch your show, although your show is the best show to watch at 9 p.m. But I am seeing entire day also. Three videos have come out. One video where Soros gang is abusing the speaker, and two videos where Soros gang has taken Supari to attack the Prime Minister inside Parliament. Nowadays, the Soros gang is also taking Supari against various journalists on social media. I don't want to get into that domain. Rahul Gandhi abuses journalists on daily basis anyways. Ashutosh will say something about that. But having said that, after those videos are out, Padmaja, anything is left to see that how they want to choke democracy. And they have said it before कि मोदी को लाठी मारेंगे, कबर खोद देंगे, चलो बाकी छोड़ दो.
Okay.
वो क्या होता है ना, जुबान पर और फैक्ट्स पर ग्रिप नहीं होता राहुल जी का. Just 10 seconds more, 10 seconds. Because where this debate started, Padmaja, I was there last week also on your debate, it started from Narvaneji's book. And Shri Rahul Gandhi had said this.
Meeting is either Mr. Narawane is lying, and I believe the army chief.
Just 10 seconds.
Okay, I don't think he will lie.
Just
or
10.
Penguin is lying. Somebody needs to.
Either Narvaneji is lying or either Penguin is lying. यहाँ से शुरू हुई ना कहानी. फिर पार्लियामेंट को डिस्टर्ब किया, फिर स्पीकर को गाली दी, फिर
Shehzad Poonawala, the motion brought by your party member doesn't talk about Narvane. It doesn't talk about General Narvane. It doesn't talk about Hardeep Puri. It doesn't talk about trade deal. It doesn't talk about Epstein. It actually talks about something completely different. About why is he going to Vietnam and Thailand? Why is he meeting with George Soros or has relations with George Soros? How are you going to prove that? This you could have proven.
Padmaja ji, this is like a FIR. FIR is starting point. It is not charge sheet and it is not conviction order. So let this be the FIR Nishikant Dubey ji has given a summary कि ये राहुल गांधी है क्या? He is a supari agent of Soros.
Okay.
But after that, I am giving you point number one. I am saying forget 10,000 other, just 5 seconds. Forget 10,000 other evidences I can bring on the table. Today, let us only confine ourselves, and I want to ask my dear friend Ashutosh 2 questions. The way he has targeted the media when the question was asked, and the way he has lied about Narvane ji, because Narvane ji said that the book is unpublished.
Arey bhai, you don't ask the questions. Now let me ask the question. Why are you changing the line of my debate? I am asking about this substantive motion. Let Ashutosh answer on that.
My friend Ashutosh.
Shehzad Poonawala has said, मैंने FIR कर दी है निशिकांत दुबे ने. अभी चार्जशीट भी आएगी and Rahul Gandhi को sentence कर दिया जाएगा via this substantive motion. Is this a substantive enough charge? Because let's not be, let's not joke about it. There is a very real possibility, Ashutosh, that Rahul Gandhi could lose his membership and Nishikant Dubey is saying stop him from ever contesting elections. Is that a real possibility now?
See, Padmaja, बीजेपी के स्पोक्स पर्सन में शहजाद पूनावाले को सारे अधिकार है मेरे ऊपर कोई भी कमेंट करने के लिए. I respect him. He is a dear friend. See, 2 चीजें हैं. पहली बात ये जो सब्सटैंटिव मोशन की बात की जा रही है, ये सिर्फ अपनी झेप मिटाने की कोशिश है. दुर्भाग्य की बात क्या, और मैं पूरे सम्मान के साथ ये कहना चाहता हूं, ये बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात ये है कि आज देश के अंदर एक ऐसा पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर है जिसको पार्लियामेंट की बारीकियां तक पता नहीं है. वो कहते हैं कि भाई राहुल गांधी आप ऑथेंटिकेट करिए, और राहुल गांधी कहते हैं मैं ऑथेंटिकेट करने वाला हूं. वो जैसे ही ऑथेंटिकेट होता है वैसे ही एप्स्टीन पे, अमेरिका डील पे, अनिल अंबानी पे, अडानी पे डिबेट शुरू हो जाती. पॉइंट नंबर 1. तब सभापति महोदय क्या कहते हैं कि भाई नहीं, वो समझ गया कि खेल बिगड़ जाएगा. उन्होंने कहा कि संसदीय कार्य मंत्री नहीं, मैं जो कहता हूं वो करिए. उन्होंने बचा लिया. उसके बाद बाहर निकल के कहते हैं कि ये जो प्रिविलेज मोशन लेके आएंगे, उनको शायद ये मालूम नहीं है कि 2024 के बाद से संसद के अंदर कोई प्रिविलेज कमेटी है ही नहीं. देयर इज नो प्रिविलेज कमेटी. और अगर मान लीजिए प्रिविलेज कमेटी होती भी तो ये सारी चीजें आपको ऑन रिकॉर्ड लानी पड़ती. पहली बात तो वो ऑन रिकॉर्ड नहीं है, उनको ये पता नहीं था. ऑन रिकॉर्ड लानी पड़ती तो फिर आप सरकार को फंसाते, क्योंकि फिर उस पर डिबेट होती, एप्स्टीन पे डिबेट होती, पार्लियामेंट्री डील पे डिबेट, सारी डिबेट होती उसमें. और तीसरी बात, वो खुद जो है वो एक इलीगल वीडियो क्लिप को वो वायरल करा रहे. कैन यू इमेजिन अ सिटिंग कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर is forwarding an illegal clip which himself says is illegal. How absurd it can be.
But the thing is that they are not referring to any of that, Ashutosh. Again, they are talking about a substantive motion where immediately Rahul Gandhi can be disqualified. Isn't that more punitive?
Let me complete. Rahul Gandhi probably wants this, that he should be seen to be punished for raising issues in the parliament. Can you find him guilty for what he said in the parliament? If at all, bring some motion in the parliament. What you are saying, Soros से उनका कोई लेना देना है, वो कोई किसी फंड से लेना देना है, यूथोपिया जा रहे हैं, कंबोडिया जा रहे हैं, पता नहीं कहां जा रहे हैं.
Ethiopia नहीं, Vietnam.
Is it a charge? This is hilarious. And who is saying this? The same gentleman who on the floor of the house had done character assassination of the Prime Minister Nehru and Indira Gandhi both. How absurd it can be.
Okay, answer this, Shehzad Poonawala. Now you're basically throwing the rule book. You have come up with something which is far more draconian, far more punitive than even a privilege motion. You didn't want to discuss the substantive issues like Epstein, so you've gone this route. You want to silence the critic.
Padmaja, I want to give my dear friend Ashutosh one advice. He should have become goalkeeper because he keeps shifting the goalpost. कोई गोल ही नहीं मार सकता. Last week I was in debate with him and only thing Ashutosh ji wanted to know was कि नरवणे जी क्यों चुप है, नरवणे जी ने कुछ बोला नहीं है और ये किताब आ चुकी है, नरवणे जी ने ट्वीट किया है, किताब आ चुकी है. आज आई हैव शोन यू द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ नरवणे जी, आई हैव शोन यू द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ राहुल गांधी. तो यू ऐसा गोल पोस्ट उठाकर आशुतोष जी भाग गए तो गोल ही नहीं कर सकते. बस आशुतोष जी, दिस इज नॉट द वे टू डू इट. फर्स्ट टू आंसर ऑन दिस इशू, देन सोरोस कनेक्शन ऑफ राहुल गांधी, इज इट हिडन फ्रॉम यू? राइट फ्रॉम द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द ओपन सोसाइटी फाउंडेशन सलील शेट्टी walking in Bharat Jodo Yatra to the people that Rahul Gandhi has met abroad from the Soros Foundation, or whether the OCCRP reports that he has quoted or the Hindenburg report that he has quoted which had Soros involvement in it, or or whether it is the Praveen Chakravarti endorsement for Soros' statement.
Okay, so they think they have enough evidence, Ashutosh. They think even for this Soros, his trips abroad, they have enough evidence. They will talk about it.
See,
But Narvane.
point number one, what Sajad has said about General Narvane. I stand by what I said.
Yes.
The book is published. Anybody who say the book is not published, I think is living in some other world. The book is in hand. हाथ में किताब है और आप कह रहे किताब पब्लिश नहीं है. Amazon पे उसके पब्लिकेशन की डेट थी. मैंने एक टीवी चैनल पे उसके बारे में बात की. किताब के दाम है, किताब के पेजेस लिखे हुए हैं. उसके 15 मिनट के बाद Amazon से वो गायब हो गया पूरा का पूरा. FIR दर्ज हुई. FIR दर्ज होने के बाद बेचारा बिजनेसमैन क्या करेगा? पेंगुइन वाला बोला ठीक है भाई साहब, आप जो कह रहे हो मैं कर देता हूं उसको. और उसके बाद जनरल नरवणे के पास भी दबाव पड़ा होगा. But the issue is not this. Issue is the point which General Narvane has raised in the book. Why BJP is not discussing the content of the book and about General Narvane. If anybody is misguiding the nation, it is not Rahul Gandhi.
We'll discuss it.
It is unfortunately or fortunately what BJP thinks is a former army chief.
No, we will not discuss that here. You want to discuss it, you please bring privilege against Rahul Gandhi and you discuss it in Lok Sabha. Right now, I want to discuss about the substantive motion. The point is that is this an attempt also? Because I specifically want to focus how the issue of why is Rahul Gandhi going abroad, Karan Verma? Why is he going to Cambodia? Why is he going to Vietnam? जिसको कहते हैं ना हिंदी में कीचड़ उछालना. That basically now you want to make the Indian Parliament the ground for, let's talk about all of these salacious things. Why is Rahul Gandhi not taking his security along? Why is he making these secret trips? Soros, Open Society Foundation, all of these things. Is that the real motive of this? I think
establish these links also. Shehzad Poonawala ji just established. Can you hear me?
Yes, go on, Karan.
Yeah. I'm saying he was establishing his links with Salil Shetty. We have all those things right in the public domain, whether it's OCCRP, FDLAP. But besides that, here is a man who himself says that this is a fight against the Indian state. Now, this is an offense, a clear-cut offense of offenses against the state. It comes under BNS, Chapter 7. So, it's clearly established. But I don't think, Shehzad ji, I don't think it makes sense. Rahul Gandhi not being in the parliament is bad political news for the BJP from where I see it. So I don't think that will augur very well for you. In fact, you should pray. Rahul Gandhi should always be there in the parliament and he should get uninterrupted time to speak. That is my humble advice. But Ashutosh ji just made a point here. He said this book is published. We can disagree with Ashutosh ji, but he's always been honest. There has been no doubts about that. He is a published author and so am I, and so is Shehzad Poonawala now. Ashutosh ji very well knows that a pre-booking link is available prior to the release that is not considered as published. Now in January 2024, we had the pre-booking link of this book, The 4 Stars of Destiny. However, the book was supposed to release in May. What was sent out were manuscripts for blurbs for reviews. Now if that manuscript is tomorrow leaked, that can't be called published. Penguin is so categorically clear about it. So why spread this misinformation, sir, when you are aware of this entire procedure as a published author yourself? That is the big thing. And what has General Narvane said? He said for the first time after 1979, we gave the Chinese a bloody nose. He said we've not ceded an inch. Rahul Gandhi said we lost 2,000 kilometers for which he was pulled up by Justice Datta no less. So who is on the wrong side of facts? Who is lying here? Who is spreading misinformation? That is quite clear for the public to see.
If everything is clear for the public to see, again I keep coming back to the point, why not have this debate inside Parliament? Why run away from this debate inside Parliament when Rahul Gandhi wanted exactly that? Now people are wondering, why not move privilege and debate all of this inside Parliament? But I want to quote an example. There is a precedent for something like this happening, immediate disqualification. And how was that done? Let me quote to you an example from Emergency. And here is somebody that Abbas Haider is very familiar, and these days is being quoted a lot, by the way, by members of the India Alliance. You had Subramaniam Swamy, whose words now are being quoted as gospel. Subramaniam Swamy, of all people, had been expelled from Parliament. He was in the Rajya Sabha at that time. Let me give you the exact, the details of when that had happened. So, Subramaniam Swamy at that time had been accused of anti-national activities and he had been removed from Parliament. Let me quote to you from the text of the motion that was moved, and this happened during the emergency. It was done by the Indira Gandhi government. The text of the motion moved said, full reports of Sri Swami's activities in the UK, USA and Canada are of course not known to the committee, but whatever report is available should show that Sri Swami was virtually acting as a tool of anti-India elements during his visits abroad. It may be reasonably presumed that these elements had a part to play not only in inspiring his anti-India campaign in foreign lands, but actually organizing it. And Abbas Haider, if Indira Gandhi did it to Subramaniam Swamy, now the BJP is saying Rahul Gandhi engages in those same anti-India activities. He has these suspicious visits abroad, and he could also be expelled just like Mr. Swamy.
Padmaja ji, thank you for acknowledging that we are going through another phase of emergency in 2026, exactly 50 years later. But let me tell you, there have been 4 instances where, sitting member of parliament, substantive motion has been taken against sitting member of parliament for their impeachment. And 3 of them have been, about misuse of MPLAT fund. And in one case, it was, taking money for, asking question in the parliament. So there have been 4 instances. So basically, a substantive motion can only be taken up if there is misuse of parliamentary perks, if a parliamentary procedure is been distorted by a member of parliament, and if MPLAT fund and such misconduct has been done by a sitting member of parliament. Now basically the Bharatiya Janta Party wanted to bring up a privilege motion, but this is very unfortunate. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister of our country does not know that a privilege motion cannot be brought against a member of parliament, because Rahul Gandhi is in none of the way he has he can a privilege motion can be taken against him, because the privilege motion can be taken against the sitting minister who has lied on the floor of the house, or there are 3-4 other things, but not in the case of Mr. Gandhi. So the Bharatiya Janta Party government is on back foot. Now they have nothing substantial about against Mr. Gandhi, so they have coming up with substantive motion. Now the wild allegation which
the privilege motion doesn't necessarily need to be against a minister. A privilege motion was done against Mahua Moitra, and she was disqualified from parliament.
No, that was a substantive motion. Regarding MPLAT fund. Yeah, that was not a privilege.
No, it wasn't the MPLAT fund against Mahua Moitra. Sir, Abbas Haider, against Mahua Moitra, because she was accused of sharing the password to her parliament login, and that is why a privilege had been moved against her. It had gone to the committee, a debate happened inside parliament.
It has gone to the committee,
and subsequently she had been removed from parliament.
It has gone to
so it's not necessary that privilege is only against a minister, it can be against a member.
No, even a no confidence motion is a kind of substantive motion. That's a different thing. Now, what I was trying to tell you is, in this particular case, in Mr. Gandhi's case, wild allegation have been given. It's a notice has been given. The substantive motion has not yet been accepted. It has to be accepted by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The notice has been given. There are wild allegations.
Okay, these are wild allegations. Answer, Shehzad Poonawala. Same thing that I said earlier. These are wild allegations. And ironically, if you are going to do to Rahul Gandhi what was done to Dr. Swamy, you will say कि दोबारा emergency आ गई है. What was done in 1976, you are repeating in 2026. Emergency 2.0.
No. So today, those who are using and latching on to Subramaniam Swamy's words as gospel should know what Dadima used to think about him. Actually, it is for them to note. We are not going by any of the 1975 examples. You must have seen in 2005 also, 11 MPs were expelled. And the basis of that was, let me read the motion, that this House taken note of report of committee to inquire allegations of improper conduct on part of members constituted on so and so date. It has found that the conduct of 10 members, namely so and so, was unethical and unbecoming, and therefore they are expelled. So that has been done in parliament. So the mechanism is right. But I am very saddened that 2 people on this debate, please sir, I have not interrupted you. Abbas Haider ji, I have not interrupted you. I am very saddened that because Mr. Kiran Rijiju belongs to the tribal community, he is from the Buddhist community, time and again they are mocking him and saying that he does not understand parliamentary procedure. This kind of commentary from Abbas Haider, who swears by PDA, is not expected. Now thirdly, I want to say, why not have substantive debate? You are saying Rahul Gandhi ke khilaf wild allegations. Rahul Gandhi made, just 10 seconds. Rahul Gandhi made wild allegation on Rafale, Supreme Court chastised him. He made wild allegation on Savarkar ji, Supreme Court chastised him. He made wild allegation allegation ke Sena ki pitai hui, Supreme Court chastised him. And today on Narwane point, when you are cornered completely and you don't have face to show that the book was not published, now you want to escape route.
Padmaja ji, first of all, giving putting such wild allegation and giving notice to the Speaker of Lok Sabha, instead of giving this notice to the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Mr. Shehzad was talking about an FIR. This can't be an FIR. This should be reported to competent authorities like Directorate of Revenue, Economic Intelligence Unit. But they have not done anything like that because they have not got anything substantial against Mr. Gandhi. They just want to make a joke of parliamentary procedure. They just want to weaponize parliamentary procedure like they have been doing in the past. And
Karan Verma, Parliament for muckraking, and honestly speaking, look what happened in the case of Mahua Moitra. Politically, how is this going to play out? Mahua Moitra was removed from Parliament. 1 year later, she came back, and if I remember correctly, with an even greater margin. The people of Krishna Nagar voted her back into Lok Sabha. You are only going to end up making Rahul Gandhi into a political martyr. You bring a substantive motion, you bring a privilege motion, the man is going to be a political martyr.
So that's what I said at the outset, Padmaja, but that doesn't mean that there is no substance in it. Let's be very clear about it. There are very serious doubts, and in fact there is a lot of evidence to suggest prima facie that this man has had anti-India design right at its core. You look at any organization, whether it's the Indian American Muslim Council, which openly speaks against India, is always there to support Rahul Gandhi. Members of it were there to welcome Rahul Gandhi in US. You look at Sikhs for Justice, they always advocate whatever Rahul Gandhi says. Rahul Gandhi said, can a Sikh wear a turban in India? Sikhs for Justice, who were busy carrying out effigies of his grandmother, they came out in his support and endorsed him, and Rahul Gandhi didn't even rebuff that endorsement. So, there are very serious concerns here. Salil Shetty, Shehzad pointed out. Harsh Mandir, those who had written mercy petitions for Ajmal Kasab and all these people, they were a part of the National Advisory Council that was over the Manmohan Singh government at that time. So, we have a lot of things that would need to be answered honestly.
Okay, so Ashutosh, now the gloves are off. If Rahul Gandhi is going to come and talk about Jeffrey Epstein inside Parliament, basically now the government and the BJP have also decided, now there are not going to be any place for niceties. The things that used to be said in press conferences, used to be said on social media, is now going to be said in Parliament. Now everyone's going to talk about George Soros. This is, jisko kehte hai, that now it's going to be आमने सामने की लड़ाई. And inside Parliament it's going to happen.
मैं तो डर रहा था इस डिबेट में आने के पहले, क्योंकि शायद मेरे ऊपर भी आरोप लग जाता कि मैं जॉर्ज सोरेस के पैसे से मैं दुनिया में घूम के आया हूं. बट वो भी एक कैंपेन चला था मेरे खिलाफ. खैर, I never took it that seriously. Now I'm taking this seriously. See, what is the
what's the truth, sir? What's the truth for everyone who was asking you that? आप campaign था ही तो उसका सच्चाई भी बता दीजिए.
Let the government of India find out. Let the government of India find out. Like Hardeep Puri, I am saying, my life is an open book. Let anybody say whatever they feel like.
बता दीजिए, शहजाद पूनावाला, all these smear campaigns that you carry out, Ashutosh is at the receiving end, Rahul Gandhi is at the receiving end, उन्होंने तो सच बता दिया है. शहजाद पूनावाला. No George Soros, no Open Society Foundation.
I don't think Soros consider.
Padmaja, on a serious note,
I think
ये सब्सटेंटिव नोट में क्या कहा जा रहा है, बाहर क्या कहा ये जा रहा है कि राहुल गांधी पूरी जिंदगी के लिए आप बाहर कर दीजिए. किस लॉ के हिसाब से? पार्लियामेंट में कोई ऐसा लॉ है क्या? कन्विक्शन में अगर आप 2 साल से ज्यादा का कन्विक्शन होता है तो आप एक टर्म के लिए आप बाहर हो जाते. दैट्स ऑल. बाला साहब ठाकरे का एक बार ऐसा हुआ था, 6 साल के लिए उनका वोटिंग राइट्स छीन लिया गया था. I am really failed to understand and imagine that somebody who has been a member of parliament for many terms does not know the basics of the parliament. You can't debar somebody for the life. How absurd this whole story is all about. This is basically nothing else but a propaganda warfare to divert people's attention from Epstein file, from this American deal. That's all. Nothing else.
Okay, diversion and a sign of being scared. Shehzad.
Now, Padmaja, somebody is talking about basics of parliament. So did they not remember basics that 349 to 353 prohibit you from quoting from a unsubstantiated magazine during the Precedents motion? It did not let you know that there are rules in parliament that you have to show the book on the table of the house first. Then you can quote from a published book. It did not tell you that if you want to make allegations against a minister, you have to give notice, late, authenticate it in a proper manner as per procedure, not as per your kitchen in your Janpat. And then you have to make the allegation. And it did not strike you that you cannot go. Just 10 seconds now, Padmaja, please 10 seconds. It did not strike you that the rules do not permit you to go and show finger to the speaker, or to call yard to the speaker who's from Assam, or to throw the paper and throw it on the face of a scheduled tribe speaker on the chair. That time you did not understand the basic rules, Parliament, Ashutosh. And Ashutosh, see, I don't think that Soros is investing in you. He has already invested in somebody more valuable like Rahul. So I absolve you of any links with Soros. But yes, I will definitely ask why Ms. Sonia Gandhi is part of FDL-AP, even as we speak, which advocates the separation of Kashmir from India. She is still part of FDL-AP.
So on the Soros funding of Ashutosh, the buck stops here. That will never be said again. You can rest easy, Ashutosh.
I'm greatly thankful to Shahzad for absolving me from all kinds of wrongdoings and the crime. Thank you so much. See, you can't have the two rules in the Parliament. 349 very categorically says you cannot raise any issue or quote any magazine or anything which is not related to the subject of the day or the debate. From which authority the BJP member of Parliament was quoting from so many books? What was it related to the presidential address? By any stretch of imagination? At least Rahul Gandhi had the guts to contest speaker's ruling. He did not quote in the house. He was contesting. I have a right to. When he was said, you can't quote from the book, he said, I will not quote from the book. I am quoting from the magazine. When he said, you can't quote from the magazine, he said, I will not quote from the magazine. I'll just describe this. He was contesting. Now the issue is very simple. There can't be two rules. Speaker, let that member of Parliament speak for minutes and minutes about and leveling all kinds of allegation against the former prime ministers who are not alive.
Okay, very quickly, I will cut through all this technicality. We are going on and on about rules and substantive motion and privilege motion. The thing is very simple, Shehzad Poonawalla. Today, the image is, or rather the accusation is, that you have decided to shut up Rahul Gandhi because he's becoming inconvenient, and you are going to do it in a draconian fashion by getting the House to vote, throw him out and debarring him if what Nishikant Dubey is seeking is allowed to happen. That you are basically zipping him and throwing him out of the House because he's inconvenient.
Padmaja, is it your contention that because Rahul Gandhi breaks the rule and Rahul Gandhi has a sense of entitlement and emergency and he finds no confidence in Speaker, Vice President, Prime Minister, President of India, Chief Justice of India, Election Commission, that we should allow all of Baba's tantrums to play out in Parliament? Parliament works by rules. It does not work by Parivar ka tantrums, first of all. Point number one. Point number two, if I am saying what is, if this is wrong, then you please tell me Ram Gopal Yadav ji has said that the manner in which they were planning attack on Prime Minister was wrong. So Ram Gopal Yadav ji is in my side. How come Akhilesh Yadav ji could give his full speech of 40 minutes and there was no interruption? How come?
Abbas Haider. If somebody doesn't believe in the rules, then they will have the rule book thrown at them. Abbas Haider. Let Abbas Haider respond.
Padmaja ji, leader of the president's address was based on national security. She has talked about Operation Sindhu. She has talked about Operation Sudarshan Chak. And leader of opposition was taking up matter of national security. So he cannot be debarred from speaking on the subject when he is well within his right. One thing. Second thing, Shehzad was, talking about Rule 49 of Lok Sabha. Let's also talk about
who stopped him to speak on the subject?
Where a minister, if a minister or even the prime minister is lying on the floor of house, he should either, correct his statement or a privilege motion can be taken out against him. And in this case, prime minister on the floor of house.
One second. Abbas ji, don't insult your leader. Abbas ji, don't insult your leader.
No, I'm
one second.
No, Shehzad, don't make a mockery. Don't make a joke of.
No, 1 second. I'll explain to you. 5 seconds.
Joke of this parliament.
5 seconds. I'm not making a joke. Rahul Gandhi is a joke. But anyways,
substantial against LOP,
Abbas ji, let me explain. Let me explain to you what I'm saying. We both are speaking at the same time, Abbas. Just let me explain to you. Abbas ji, I request you, I beseech you. You are spokesperson of SP. Don't undermine Akhilesh ji. You are saying that nobody allowed him to speak on national
security. On every channel you are saying कि मैं सुबह से शाम तक यही channel देखता हूँ.
Did Akhilesh not speak on national security?
कल भी एक channel पे कह रहे थे.
सुन तो लो, भाई सुन तो लो मेरी पूरी बात.
अखिलेश जी ने कहाँ कहा है?
Abbas ji, if you listen to me, you will understand. Please 5 seconds.
Please.
Sir. मैं बता रहा हूँ ना, आप सुन तो लो, 10 सेकंड सुनो. आप 10 सेकंड काउंट करो मन में, 10 सेकंड मैं बता देता हूँ. आप कह रहे हैं कि हमने राहुल को रोका नेशनल सिक्योरिटी में बोलने से। हम क्यों रोकेंगे भाई? उनके परिवार का इतिहास देखो, 26/11 के बाद क्या किया, अक्साई चीन दे दिया, IWT दे दिया, कच्चा तीवू दे दिया, हाँ सब कुछ कर दिया। अब मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ,
आपने क्या किया सर? 4 टैंक घुस गए हमारे देश की सीमा में, आप जवाब
आप कह रहे अखिलेश जी गलत है।
बात को ना मानने, ना स्वीकार करें ना रिजेक्ट करें।
अच्छा,
यू आर एक्सेप्टिंग इट, नाइदर यू आर रिजेक्टिंग इट। आप एक रिजेक्ट
क्या स्वीकार करूं
भाई? देखिए सुधार तो तभी हो सकता है जब आप एक्नॉलेज करेंगे गलती हुई है। अगर आप गलती को गलती नहीं मानेंगे तो सुधार कैसे होगा? अगर कोई गलती हुई है सरकार के द्वारा तो आप बता दीजिए। अगर प्रधानमंत्री समय पे मान लीजिए कोई निर्णय लेने के लिए सक्षम नहीं है तो बता दीजिए ना। वो कह देते जो समझ में आए कर लीजिए। अगर वो कह देते हैं वो
अब आए मुद्दे पर, अब मुद्दे पर आए अब्बास जी, मुद्दे पर आए, मुद्दे पर आए अब्बास जी। 10 सेकंड
से भागना है, आप
अभी मुद्दे पे बात करते हैं, इसी मुद्दे
पार्लियामेंट से भागेंगे।
अब अब्बास जी सुनिए ना,
जहां प्रिविलेज मोशन नहीं लागू हो सकता,
अब्बास जी यू हैव स्पोकन,
प्रिविलेज मोशन 4 तहत आ सकता है।
अब्बास जी अब आप मुद्दे पर रहते हैं।
आंसर दैट।
आई जस्ट टेक 30 सेकंड स्टार्टिंग नाउ।
पूनावाला रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम अ डिबेट।
हाँ, मुद्दे पर अभी बात करते। हाँ, पद्मजा जस्ट 30 सेकंड्स, बट अब्बास जी प्लीज आई एम आस्किंग वन क्वेश्चन, उसके बाद मुझे कंप्लीट करने दीजिए। अब्बास जी, ये मैगजीन है कैरावैन का, ये आर्टिकल लिखा किसने? आप आर्टिकल लिखने वाले का नाम जानते हैं?
बिल्कुल, मैंने पूरा आर्टिकल पढ़ा है। मैंने 60-70 पेज का आर्टिकल पूरा पढ़ा। मुझे नहीं
say the name of the author,
किसने लिखा है वो
नहीं
है। हमारी सेना के पूर्व अध्यक्ष ने
नहीं पता। चलिए छोड़ देते हैं। नो पद्मजा लेट मी कंप्लीट। नो पद्मजा लेट मी कंप्लीट। Padmaja, let me complete. Padmaja, let me complete. Now let me complete.
Chief is saying something that is important.
If you, Padmaja, let me complete. Padmaja, let me complete. Please let me complete.
और अगर उन्होंने नहीं लिखा होता वो बता देते ये झूठ।
Their allegation is, अरे भाई सुन तो लीजिए ना।
Issue is about the book was published or not.
Okay. Army okay. Finish your point quickly, please. Yes.
Other, now you have to listen, please, Abbas. Thank you, Abbas. Have patience. प्रधानमंत्री का आर्मी को फ्री हैंड देना, एज पर यू, एज पर दैट वॉट एवर आर्टिकल, कि जो उचित लगे करो, इज सपोज टू बी स्कैर्ड एंड कावर्डली एक्शन। बट एक हमारे महान नेता थे जिन्होंने बोला अक्साई चीन गया तो जाने दो, वहां घास नहीं उगती। वो कौन है? हु इज द महान नेता हु गेव अवे कच्चा थी? हु इज द महान नेता आफ्टर गिविंग 93,000 prisoners of war did not take 53 soldiers back? Who is the Mahan Neta who did not do the nuclear test under US pressure? Who is the Mahan Neta who said that we will give civilian nuclear installations for international inspection? कौन है वो? बताओ।
People of India have given you chances for 3 times. 3, आपको हैट्रिक सरकार है और आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज नहीं ले रहे हैं।
Okay, let's not go back into history and talk about Kacha TV on 62. And for people who actually want to know about that, Nishikant Dubey has promised to build a library with all the books related to everything that has happened in the last 75-76 years. So people should go there and read all of those books to find out where the blunders have happened and where India has thundered. But Karan Verma, my point is this. Now, basically, if we are going to have a situation where the leader of opposition is going to say that I am going to speak no matter what, and the Congress says that we will not let the House function until the LOP is allowed to speak, and the government says we are going to bring in a motion and throw you out, then basically we are looking at a situation where Parliament will not function. How will Parliament function? Both sides are saying we will shut you up. They are saying we will refuse to keep quiet. Parliament will not function.
No, Padmaja, I think that will not be a fair proposition. Rahul Gandhi is the one who's been the culprit here, quite clearly. And he's done this session after session. Whether it's Pegasus sometimes it's Hindenburg. He conjures up issues out of thin air and derails the parliament. And my word to my good friend Abbas, Akhilesh Yadav in one session, the last one, if I remember correctly, he chose to spoke. He did not boycott the session. This time also he spoke. आप गलत रास्ते पे हो. आपके जो और spokespersons हैं, फराज किदवई ने साफ कह दिया, अखिलेश जी should be the PM, not Rahul Gandhi if we are elected. और भी हैं, IP सिंह साहब हैं, उन्होंने कह दिया भाई राहुल छुट्टी मनाते हैं, इज नॉट द प्रॉपर लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन. आप इतना फुटेज मत दो राहुल गांधी जी को. आपकी पार्टी में हवा कहीं और की चल रही है, यूपी इलेक्शन भी आना है, तो थोड़ा सोच के आप राहुल गांधी को सपोर्ट करो. ही इज द वन हु इज नॉट.
हम इंडिया गठबंधन के साथ हैं. हम इंडिया गठबंधन के साथ हैं. मैं अकाउंटेबिलिटी हर कार्यकर्ता की, मेरी भी इच्छा है अखिलेश जी पीएम बने, लेकिन ये तो गठबंधन का निर्णय है. अभी उसकी लड़ाई नहीं है यहाँ पे.
क्यों है लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन? हम लोग अखिलेश जी क्यों नहीं है लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन? अखिलेश जी क्यों नहीं है लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन? जिम्मेदार हैं, बोलते हैं बात.
Why are you deciding their alliances on TV right now? You talk about the issue.
तो भाजपा में होता है कि मुझे ही पीएम बनना है. यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट नहीं शो किया कि मुझे.
फराज किदवई said it.
इंटरेस्ट एक है कि देश नेशन बिल्डिंग.
Raj Kidwai said it, IP Singh has said it. Why is my friend Abbas not saying that?
No, I've been saying it for a long time, but that is my personal opinion. That is my personal.
Okay, let's leave this out. Let's leave this out. I'll give the final word to Ashutosh. Look, Ashutosh, basically the message now is that actions have consequences. If certain actions have been taken inside Parliament, the government or the BJP is saying there will be consequences, even if it means that Rahul Gandhi is out. The law will decide. The speaker will decide.
Padma, two things. First of all, इसके पहले भी राहुल गांधी के ऊपर आरोप लगा था कि उन्होंने संसद के अंदर तो आंख मारी थी. एक महिला सांसद ने उनके ऊपर यह आरोप लगाया था. क्या हुआ उसके बाद? एक पुरुष सांसद ने लगाया था कि राहुल गांधी ने उनको धक्का दिया, उनको चोट लगी. क्या हुआ उसके बाद? कुछ नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि सारे आरोप फालतू थे, बकवास थे, सिर्फ मीडिया की हेडलाइंस करनी थी. देश एक चीज का जो जवाब आपकी डिबेट में नहीं मिल रहा है वो ये है अबाउट जनरल नरवणे. Does this government have no faith in the former army chief? Does government believe that he's not patriotic enough? Does government believe that he's not nationalist at all? Three things. The Caravan magazine has quoted from the book. Neither General Narawane, nor Penguin, nor the government of the day has contradicted that. Magazine has not withdrawn.
Okay.
They still stand by, but the story it carries.
No, just
and
to make
sir,
just a second. I think to make the factual position on that clear, the magazine claims to have quoted from the book. The publisher said that the book is not out, and General Narawane has endorsed that stand of the publisher Penguin. That is as far as the factual position.
Exactly.
Then that means either the Penguin or the General Narawane or the government should take the magazine to the court.
Okay, I'll give you only 10 seconds while you are at it, Shehzad Poonawalla, along with Rahul Gandhi, take Caravan to court. Yes, final 10 seconds. I really have General Dhillon waiting for me. Please, only 10 seconds.
No, Ashutosh ji, Padmaja's producer, I'm requesting you. At the start of the show, he said Narawane ji दबाव में है, and then at the end of the show, he says Narawane ji पे भरोसा नहीं. अरे आशुतोष जी, इतना U-turn मारोगे तो आप फिर से आम आदमी पार्टी में अंदर चले जाओगे.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that because we have another big issue that we have to discuss today, and it is related tangentially to General Narawane's book as well. Gentlemen, thanks very much for joining me on Debate One.